Hello everyone. Today our group will be presenting about the issues or challenges in the petroleum industry.
What is petroleum? Petroleum is a complex mixture of naturally occurring hydrocarbon compounds found in rock which has been formed over thousands of years by heat and pressure turning organic matter to oil and gas. Petroleum industry, also known as the oil industry, which includes the global processes of exploration, extraction, refining, transportation, and marketing of petroleum products. The largest volume products of the petroleum industry are fuel oil and gasoline. Petroleum is also the raw material for many chemical products, including the pharmaceutical, solvents, fertilizers, and many others. Advances in the development of petroleum resources has contributed to the global energy demands and economic development over the past decades. However, there are few issues and challenges in the industry have left profound negative impact on the natural environment as well as adverse human health effects. As the petroleum industry will keep playing the big role in the future, there are few solutions that are important to be implemented as it can be helped to prevent from facing these issues.
Hello everyone, I'm Anisuhana here. Today, I want to share with all of you about current issues and challenges of petroleum industry. There are a few issues and challenges that arise when it comes to the petroleum industry. One of the challenges is occupational safety among the employees. The first one is hazardous chemicals, which workers may suffer significant exposure and subsequent health effects due to drilling fluids components. Because they are agitated as a result of the recirculation process, those fluids workers may suffer from dizziness, drowsiness, and nausea. The other challenges regarding occupational safety in the petroleum industry is falls from elevation. According to currently 2020, 86% of the victims were not wearing the proper fall protection, which happened because the harnesses they used was not attached to an anchor point. Another hazard faced by oil and gas workers is physical hazard, such as exposed to high temperature. Workers may be at risk of heat stress when exposed to hot environments or extreme heat, which may decrease brain function associated with thinking ability. And of course, we have to prevent or avoid these kinds of events from happening over time. So, here I want to share with all of you the solution of the issues or challenges that I have mentioned before. The first one is employers must pay close attention to the fire safety in the workplace, since the oil and gas business uses combustible chemicals, gases, and materials. Besides, employers should give the time to train workers on how to use proper protective measures to prevent the health effects of oil and gas chemicals. The workers must be aware of any potential dangers in the workplace, such as flowback fluids used at well sites that include combustible materials like methane. In addition, fall from elevation can be avoided by doing maintenance and good housekeeping. Making time to reorganize storage areas and tidy up both work and storage area at the beginning or end of each shift can prevent trip hazard from piling up. In order to prevent heat stress at the workplace, finding a lightweight and breathable FR clothing option is an important way to prevent heat stress.
The next issue and challenges in the petroleum industry is that climate change. Climate change is a long-term shift in temperature and weather pattern that happen naturally, such as through the solar cycle. Since 1800s, the main reason why the climate change is happen is because of the human's activity, such as burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and also gases. Did you know that the effects of this climate change will lead to the sea level being rise, and then this will impact to the coastal and also for the offshore oil? For this climate change, it will increasing of the wave height, and this will consist of hurricanes and also storm, and this will lead to the infrastructure will be submerged and then will be erosions. So this consists of storm, and the storm will make damage of the surface and then will be affected the coastal oil and also gas infrastructure. This wave height will harm to the drilling riser, subsea wells, and productions are possible consequent cause damage to the offshore pipeline. The effect of this climate change will increase the temperature, which is impact to the oil integrity and extractions of gas, which causes to the permafrost. The next one is that it will decrease the sea ice thickness. The rapid warming will unable to build transportation. In Texas, USA, many of the product activity need to be declined because of the extreme cold weather. This happen because of the maintenance problems such as the rails, the roads, and many more. This routing is high humidity, and then it will increase the risk of the product's form will have a mold presence. And for example, the structure of the pipeline and the electrical equipment will be damaged. Several countries been experiencing this kind of issue, and then it needs to shut down, which is it need to stop the production temporarily to avoiding products contains a hazardous contaminants. So the solution for this issue is that the threshold of offshore structure need to be reviewed and then to be updated to make it more resistant to the storm and also to the hurricane. The next way is that safety protections and also relocation, which waterproof equipment and also buildings are required because this can prevent from the oil and gas infrastructure being damaged or maybe fail to function. Lastly, we need to minimize the burning fossil fuels, such as we need to control our activities that will lead to emissions of the greenhouse gases. So we need to make sure that our surroundings is a good surroundings.
Hi, I'm Fatina Jupitinodet, and I'll talk about the biggest or common issue in petroleum industry, which is oil spills. In the 1960s, oil spills in the ocean became a serious environmental issue, mostly because of increased petroleum exploration and production on coastlines and the usage of supertanks that could carry more than 500,000 metric gallons of oil. Oil spills is a type of pollution that occurs when a liquid petroleum hydrocarbon is released into the environment, particularly the marine ecosystems. Oil spills have significant economic and environmental impacts. Many types of aquatic life are harmed by oil on ocean surface because it prevents enough sunlight from accessing the surface and lowers the concentration of dissolved oxygen. Crude oil destroys the insulating and waterproofing qualities of feather and fur, which increase the risk of hypothermia in petroleum birds and marine mammals. Nevertheless, ingest oil may be hazardous to the endangered animals and damage to their habitat, and rate of reproduction may hinder the long-term recovery of animal population from the immediate harm brought on by the spill. Additionally, there may be significant plant damage such as mangrove and saltwater marshes. Tourism and industry may be negatively impacted, as well as power plants and other utilities. Fishing is one of the sectors most impacted by oil spills. Maribeth Holman 2004 stated that the difficulty of cleaning up and recovering from oil spills relies on a number of variables, such as the type of oil that was spilled, the water's temperature, which affect evaporation and biodegradation, and the types of shoreline and beaches that were affected. Oil spill physical cleanup is also extremely expensive, and cleaning up may take weeks, months, or even years. There are numerous methods that can be used for cleaning up oil spills, such as in situ burning, in which the oil that is dripping on the surface is set on fire and burned off. Moreover, oil booms are also a simple and well-liked technique for controlling oil spills. Containment booms are pieces of equipment that function like a fence to stop the oil from spreading or floating away. Next, by using skimmers, where it is a device created specifically for vacuum up the oils from the water surface. Lastly, dispersant that can be used to dissipate oil slicks. A dispersant is a chemical that is either introduced to a suspension, typical a colloid, to increase particle separation and avoid settling or clumping.
As a conclusion, petroleum industry is one of the largest sectors in the world. However, there are few issues and challenges associated with petroleum and exploration and production operation, such as the occupational safety, which mainly can lead to health effect that comes from exposure of hazardous chemical. Secondly, the effect of climate change that may impact to the petroleum industry activities. Next, oil spill issue also can lead to the pollution of marine ecosystem, which often result in adverse impacts on the wildlife. Petroleum will continue to play a large role in the near to medium-term future. Therefore, in order to protect our environment safe and ensuring that the petroleum industry runs smoothly, we need to have the best management system to prevent the challenges that may occur. For occupational safety, the workers must aware of their safety and implementing a good practices while doing petroleum activity. Meanwhile, due to the effect of climate change, we must keep updating the threshold of offshore structure to protect the petroleum activities. Next, regarding to the oil spill issue, it can be cleaned by using many kind of methods which depends on its suitability. This solution of fish issue are aligned with the green chemistry principle which are important to be implemented. It is important for us to aware the issues regarding to the petroleum industry since it is vital to many industry. By having this issue, it helps us to keep improving the system management to ensure the safety of environmental life and its surroundings, and also the effectiveness of petroleum industry since it is main industry in this world. Okay, I think that's all from us. Thank you.